Hello and welcome to Wake Forest University. Over the next several minutes, we will be going over the housing application process for new first-year students, and I will guide you through how to apply for your room and board options. From the Wake Forest University homepage, expand the menu and select When under the Tools menu. Note that the page may look slightly different depending on the size of your screen. From there, you will sign in using the credentials provided to you when you were admitted. Note that you will want to use your full email address as your username. Once you have signed in to WIN, you will select Virtual Campus. Again, you will have many more options on this screen depending on the various options that are available to you, but look for the Your Housing section and select Residence Life and Housing. This loads your Residence Life and Housing dashboard, where you will have several options to complete forms and tasks online. We will be looking at the first year housing and dining application. It is important that you, the student, complete this process. The application asks you to indicate your interest in many different opportunities available to you as a first-year student, which may, in turn, shape your entire first-year experience at Wake Forest. The first year of college is a time for many students to begin to establish who they are with less structure provided by parents, and to try something new. No one else, including your parents, can speak as effectively to your interests and habits in college. Please note that you can return to this application and change your preferences at any time until it is due on June 15th. Let's click Select next to First Year Housing and Dining Application to get started. All of the information collected through this application is used to make your housing assignment and provide important information that we will need to get you ready to live on campus at Wake Forest University. Click Next Step to continue. Now, you will answer roommate matching questions. The first three questions ask you about how close you expect to be with your roommate. Most students will only select yes for one of the first three questions. Questions 4 through 11 ask you about how you and your roommate will use your room and some basic expectations you may set with one another. Although you may have existing habits or preferences you have developed in high school, consider how these might change when you are living more independently. Most students will select yes or no to each of these questions, as selecting no preference in this set will not help us match you with a roommate. Finally, questions 12 through 16 are related to your ability to manage common allergens or irritants. Most students will select no preference for these questions unless they have an allergy or aversion. Even though there are only 16 questions, there are over 40 million possible combinations of responses to these questions, so please keep in mind that your roommate will probably not match your preferences exactly. Let's continue. Next, you will indicate your room type preference. The vast majority of our students live in double rooms, meaning 2 people sharing a bedroom. However, there may be a limited number of single and triple rooms available. These rooms are billed at different rates, and need-based financial aid will not cover the difference for a single room. Please consult the financial aid office prior to finalizing your selection if you have questions about how your room type preference will impact your aid. Also note that we have a very limited number of single and triple rooms, so these preferences cannot be guaranteed. Next, we will look at engagement opportunities. The Faculty Fellows Program consists of teaching faculty who help to create a rich educational environment in the residence halls. In addition, orientation and advising groups are coordinated with your housing assignment, so you will have greater opportunities to interact with the people you meet during orientation. In addition, the Resident Student Association and Hall Councils each provide an early opportunity for you to have a voice in how your residence hall is managed. The Hall Council is specific to your residence hall and involves working with and for the people in your building, while the Resident Student Association works with all residence halls on campus. Please check each box for more information about these organizations. Next, you may choose to select from several living options. Although these preferences will not make you more likely to live in a specific building, they will group you with other students who have selected the same option. Quiet living creates a reduced noise environment between 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. Substance-free housing is designed for students who aim to explicitly exclude alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs from their living environment. And first-year seminars in residence add a residential component to your first-year seminar. Your preference does not guarantee you will be assigned to one of these living options, and these options are mutually exclusive. If you list multiple preferences, we will select one for you based on availability. If you have any special needs or special requests regarding your housing assignment that you would like for us to consider, please enter them on this last page for additional information. We will follow up with you on an individual basis as necessary to address your concerns. Next, you have 3 meal plan options to choose from. Decide which one you want, then click the green arrow to add your plan and select it. Now that you've completed your preferences, you'll sign your residence hall and dining agreement. Please note that if you are under the age of 18, you will also need to include your parents' email address to co-sign your agreement. Once that's done, you may click Agree. Next, we'll collect some basic information for you. We ask for your cell phone number as well as your preferred name. That usually means your first name or a nickname that you prefer to go by. In addition, we ask you to select your height. The vast majority of our students will be under 6 foot 7 inches. However, we do consider especially tall students in making some of our assignments. We also ask for your t-shirt size to provide you with a t-shirt. Next, you'll be asked to provide your emergency contact information. This is someone that we can contact in the event of an emergency. The next screen will ask you to enter your parent or guardian information. This can be the same as your emergency contact information if you would like. The final page asks you to set your preferences regarding information privacy. As a student, you have rights to the privacy of your information, and you may release certain information to others based on your preferences. Please review this information carefully, and then, when you are done, select Finish to complete your housing application. And that's it. We look forward to seeing you in August.